I've been doing charity work for a long time. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I dreamt up a charity fundraising project through cycling. I wanted to cycle to China and raise money for the disabled. The Lions Club of Tropicana and I planned the monumental fundraising project. I would cycle and they would collect for the charity. At one point, we even invited the Agong to flag me off. Here's his handwriting on my letter.
If people don't follow the tough new restrictions that came into force at midnight.
A third wave of coronavirus infections.
Unfortunately, it was the time of the COVID-19 pandemic and the borders were still closed. So, I had to wait until they were open again. When they were, I hitched on Lion Richard's Le Tour de Service cycling event and was flagged off by Lions Club District Governor Dorothy Ong and International President Brian Sheehan. My first task? Cycle out of Kuala Lumpur. It rained all the way to the Malaysian-Thai border. I took the back roads, which were smaller, but I had to share them with large lorries. When I had the chance, I took selfies of myself cycling. Here's a nice clip without my head. At the Changlun Highway, I was nearly run over twice by lorries who could not see me. At the border, I had the chance to overtake the lorries and I made the most of it. Cycling in Thailand was a first for me. I found the roads to be quieter and drivers seemed to give way to cyclists and motorcyclists. While cycling towards Bangkok, I had a lot of time to think. You see, a big sponsor pulled out at the last minute and I didn't have enough money to complete the journey. That evening, after I had washed my clothes, I announced my decision. Today is day 5 of my cycling. Every day, I cycle as far as possible because I keep worrying about the cost. I worry that the money will run out and I will have to finish somewhere in Cambodia. Right now, the sponsorship that you guys have been giving me, I think I can get to Cambodia. Maybe, if I'm lucky, just handbrake on everything, trying to skim and save as much as I can. Maybe I can get into Vietnam. Well, 5 days of cycling has given me time to contemplate. And I've decided that besides the money that I budgeted to put into this cycling journey, I'm gonna dip into my savings and complete the journey. I think that I would regret if I had to come home halfway just because there was not enough money. I think that it's better to just spend that little bit more and complete it. I will complete this journey, come hell or high water. So, on to the Thai capital. I reached Bangkok on my birthday. The GPS kept telling me to turn into roads that weren't there. They were asking me to turn into the river. I finally gave in and it brought me to this ferry. How exciting to ride a ferry with the locals, especially now that the Penang ferry is gone. I had a beer and fish and chips for my birthday. No, really, I did not visit a single bar in the entertainment city of Asia. Seriously. The next day, I headed to the Cambodian border. Along the way, I saw temples, paddy fields, giant Buddha statues, monk statues, a dinosaur. Wait, what? What's that dinosaur doing there? I came across this statue along the highway. If I didn't know any better, I would have guessed he was the patron of chickens. But he's actually a Thai king and hero. Once I entered Cambodia, I felt like I was on fire. I love this country, I have friends here, and I headed straight for Phnom Penh. The old Cambodian highways were being replaced by multi-lane highways, and I got a chance to cycle on them. No cars, no lorries, just people and children playing on them. Cambodia is slowly modernizing. My bicycle had also developed an awful noise. After 1,000 kilometers, it sounded as though it was breaking apart. Just before arriving at the big city, I saw this sugarcane seller. I arrived in Phnom Penh on Christmas Eve and met my friends that night. I got the bicycle serviced and it was ready to go. The day after Christmas, I took off again. This time, I was going to Laos. I've never been to Laos, so I was a little unsure about entering the country. Every day was the same thing. Pack up and load the bicycle. Cycle. Look for iced coffee to drink. Cycle till noon. Cycle till afternoon. Find a place to stay. Wash the clothes. Eat. Sleep. Laos is a beautiful country, but very backward, and therein lies its charm. I love the undeveloped countryside. People just walk everywhere.
Hello.
Said hello and got honked by a lorry.
Bye bye.
Like I said, Laos is underdeveloped.
That's a deer. Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm coming. What the? Holy moly, look at the hole. Ooh. Move, get it? Move.
Look at this 4-lane highway in this small Laotian town. It has a dedicated bicycle lane, man. By this time, I had amassed a lot of hotel toothbrushes and combs. So, I found a group of Laotian children and gave them all away. I spent New Year's Day in Laos. This place was supposed to be a roadside stall, but I think I gate-crashed their New Year's celebration. Nevertheless, they said I could eat there, and the ladies took photos with me. Hey, I saw this hammock and decided to take a rest here. At Paxi, I decided to cut across to Vietnam. I would not cycle to Vientiane like I had initially planned and hoped it would save a few days. When you cycle long distances, you're bound to meet other cyclists, and I stopped to meet and chat with them.
Malaysia. Hello. Oh, I'm good.
Most are nice, but one was not so friendly. Even though the countries I was cycling through were amazingly beautiful, I did not go sightseeing. I was a man on a mission to raise money for charity. Every night, I made videos and wrote about my days cycling. Entering Paxi, I was greeted with beautiful mountain scenes. On the day I cycled to the Lao-Vietnam border, it rained hard and there were strong winds. It was as if the gods of Laos did not want me to leave.
The wind was so strong. I can go this way and I can go this way. But between being thrown into the path of oncoming traffic and going into the ditch, I'd rather go into the ditch. I'll have some stories to tell the Spice children. I haven't reached the border yet. face is cold, fingers are cold, everywhere cold. I'm wearing my sunglasses because the rain has been pelting down to my eyes and I can hardly open them. So it's not for Gaya, it's just for protection. Oh boy, bicycle. It's just you and me up this mountain with all that wind. Don't fail me now. The wind was so strong, I almost got blown into the path of a oncoming van. Can you see? Can you see the rain just blowing this way?
Now that I'm in Vietnam, it was as if the god of Vietnam did not want me there either.
Boy, my entire gear broke off. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Luckily, I found a small shop that had the exact part I needed, and when he finished, I hugged my bicycle. Vietnam is like Malaysia, somewhat developed. Lots of cars and trucks on the road and shops everywhere I looked. Kids still cycled to school and there were lots of e-bikes around. I was headed towards Hanoi. I am almost at the end of my long journey. It felt surreal to be cycling in Vietnam because I never thought I could cycle this far. And then I lost concentration and nearly got run over by a big lorry. The strange thing about Vietnam is you can cycle on toll roads and go through tunnels.
Oh boy. Woo!
The weather in Vietnam was cold, so I stopped to buy some pants. One rainy day, the owner of this fur shop told me about Tet, the Vietnamese New Year. Nothing would be open, so I determined to cycle hard and finish before Tet.
I'm overtaking the train!
I even cycled faster than the train, man.
Yes!
On the last day of my long journey, I cycled in quiet contemplation. At the final destination, I had to make a video to prove I'd completed the feat. While that was on my mind, I had to deal with one last puncture.
Vietnam, you are the land of punctures for me.
And met this overly friendly noodle maker.
Vietnam.
Hanoi.
Oh, Hanoi. I go Lang Son. This could be it.
When I saw the Vietnam-China border, I felt a big relief.
That's it. Over there, that's the border.
There were so many things I wanted to say, but in the end, I'm actually at a loss for words. I really don't know what to say. The journey has been amazing, I have to say. The Lions Club of Tropicana, congratulations. We made history again. Thank you to everyone who believed in me and supported me and donated to the cost of the cycling. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Many times I thought I couldn't complete it. Now that I've completed it, I really don't know what to say. Except, it was amazing. Yeah. I'll see you guys in KL. The next day, I caught a flight back to the most beautiful of all the countries, Malaysia. My Lions Club gave me a hero's welcome.
I say on behalf of Malaysia, book a record.
I had cycled through 5 countries, 3,800 kilometers in just 39 days, and I did it alone. Thank you all who supported me and donated to the charity. You have made the world a better place.